DC News Now is your local election headquarters and a shakeup in Virginia's race for Attorney General. The Democratic candidate facing serious blowback for some violent text messages that he previously sent to a Republican lawmaker.
Jay Jones has since apologized, but there are calls for him to drop out of the race. DC News Now's Ben Dennis has been following the story since the beginning. And Ben, could this controversy impact other races?
Well, that depends on who you ask, Chris and Susan. The controversy in the Commonwealth is unlikely to go away during the final month of the campaign. I asked the experts about how much of an impact Jones' texts may have and questioned Democrat voters about the scandal, as Republicans are reportedly set to launch brand new attack ads.
Jay Jones has
the GOP calling for Democrat nominee for Virginia Attorney General Jay Jones to drop out after disturbing texts came to light late last week. The former state delegate allegedly sent text to a Republican colleague in 2022 describing a scenario where then GOP House Speaker Todd Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head. The National Review's report cited an alleged follow-up phone call where Jones suggested he wished Gilbert's wife could see her children die so that her husband would reconsider his political views on gun violence.
I'm so deeply, deeply sorry and wish that I hadn't done it.
The former state delegate apologized right after the report came out, but vowed to continue his campaign.
We're going to continue to move forward.
So, might Jones' comments impact his race and others up and down the ballot? Experts with a pulse on politics have questions, including what happens if he dropped out.
There have already been almost 400,000 early ballots that have already been cast. So, what do you do with those votes?
The parties are so divided and people are so partisan at this point that it's hard to see a series of texts, no matter how reprehensible, moving that many voters in that many places.
Several Northern Virginia voters in Alexandria I caught up with disagreed with Jones' words, but they were not the deciding factor against voting for him.
I didn't like them, to put it that way. They weren't nice, but we've all exploded on things at times.
You're willing to give him a second chance?
Yes.
It makes me swallow hard, but I have to vote blue because the choices, there's no other choice for me.
While Republicans are calling on Jones to drop out of the race, most high-profile Democrats have not gone that far. However, as you just heard from those voters, they don't agree with what he said. After Jones' comments were reported Friday, Democrat nominee for governor Abigail Spanberger said that she spoke to Jones, saying that she was disgusted and he must fully take responsibility for his words. Chris, Susan?
All right, Ben. Meanwhile, on Thursday, right here on DC News Now, it is Virginia's gubernatorial debate, the only face-to-face between Abigail Spanberger and Winsome Earl Sears ahead of Election Day. That debate will be hosted by our sister station, Wavy TV, at Norfolk State University. Starts Thursday at 7 p.m.